dear. Poor Trask. What if I'm gonna get woken up by another ship? Oh, never mind. Ooh, who's that?
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. Do you remember? We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We were banged up. Crashed. Luckily, I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Oh, that's good.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world.
Yep.
There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through this. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Okay.
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. A Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Okay.
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Okay.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be. It's pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies. Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster. Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds. I'll tell you whatever I can, though. Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers. But that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control.
Okay, swoop bikes.
That's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rat-ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Cool. Let's see.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
Okay.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Cool. Let's see, locker, computer spice, med pack. Ooh, wait, what can I do? A workbench. Melee. Oh, okay, I'm kind of fun. What does a vibration cell do? Fair enough. Right, can I undo that upgrade any time? Yeah. Cool. Right, good to know. Right, we've got a car, locker there.
Yes, what's on your mind?
No. Nothing interesting. No. Let's open. Sure, let's take car off. Have no choice, but still.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
I think he's gonna end up dead. It's a Sith. Called it.
That's how we deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
Oh wait, oh god damn it. Sorry. Oh, okay, blow does not help. Right, normal sword. Power blast. Help us, human. Awesome. Let's see what this guy's got. Blaster rifle, poison grenades. Ooh. Cool. That's all you gotta say for yourself. Oh, I can actually improve persuade this time. Oh, only to a certain amount. And security. Okay, feats. Weapons and more game. Okay, conditioning. That needs to be level 4. Activate gearhead. Cool. Right. Got episode cardio package. Nothing new. Actually not. Still just clothing. Chaos blaster. No, plain old blaster pistol. 2 out of 7. 1 out of 8.
Yes?
Right. Hang on. Oh, that was my apartment. Right. On. Oh, see. Not best save. I actually have time to go back to. Perfect. Let's open this up. Hello, random person.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
Oh.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Fair enough.
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now. Could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer. I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore.
Fair enough.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope...
Nice journal entry. Wonder what would she do if I tried to steal something out of the bag. Take. Not gonna say anything?
You're back. Did you manage to get...
Oh,
I guess I have no choice but to stay here and...
No, she didn't do anything. Okay. Yep, skills, messages. Oh. Bounty, fine. Yeah, do it by planet. Just love him. No, very high tech. Okay.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tag bis du bonko koki bakbaka. Janshak bulara. Umrao cheese gaduchi. We tam boragatong.
Okay.
Shi gratu loda. Bograshi onion compa. Muchashak bakant. Achuta.
Okay, I can sell stuff now. Right. Overplayed, 1 out of 10. Okay, there's our weapon, blaster pistols. I buy military suit. Medium. Not heavy yet. 132. Sonic pistol. See what I can sell. And blaster rifle. Bags, oh, these are single use ones, okay. Okay. Thanks, I'll have to remember that. Yarga's just gonna beep beep boop at me. Wonder, so I'm gonna kill me through door number 2. Someone else to shout at. Oh, it's a Twi'lek. Hello, Twi'lek. Okay. Down Upper City. I don't want to go there just yet. Right, no, if I head back this way. South. Don't need to make it yet. Past that, that's my apartment. Ooh, janitor.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. Well, all right then, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Ever thought they'd rent that?
He's got a pretty good accent.
You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in Upper City.
Okay.
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it. Don't know how much I can... Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the...
Okay.
Don't know how much I...
Oh, shots.
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taris, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly.
Okay.
But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
Okay.
Don't know how much...
Ah, never mind.
I
Bye.
should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
Okay. It's open. Oh. Ooh. Wait, there's a Twi'lek. Let's talk. Right. What's in here? Cleaning pots or something? Yeah, let's just open this now. Sure, let's talk to you. Oh. That's... Sorry. I'll still take your credits, but sorry. Upper City, yep, this is where I need to go. Let's roll. doesn't look as much that way, but there's plenty that way. Let's talk to you.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you? The
Yes.
Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
Yep.
I'm afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave, except on official Sith business. May I be of any further service to you? The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I
Okay.
be of any further service to you? Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I
Okay.
have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you?
Yep. Okay.
I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you? Then if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
You just sit. Oh, now you go. Okay, I assume that's the salvage droid. Oh. Man, woman, droid. Yeah. What's he got to say?
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't. No, I know. Don't worry about it. It must not be making much sense.
You're making
Probably
perfect
mean well
sense.
with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action. Keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Will do. I'll save that for now. And let's have a look in here. That looks interesting. Oh, it's a cantina.
Don't bother me. I'm here on a... Don't bother me. I'm...
Since I know where that is, I'll... Equipment Emporium. Kepler's shop. Okay. Shop droid. Kepler yet. Okay, what you got?
There. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kepler Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Fair enough. Oh, we got security spikes. Don't need those. Ebony. Wow. No kidding. That is expensive. Oh, it's a pole arm. Dead sword. 2 out of 12. Okay. Oops, sniper rifle. Compared. I'll take that. May not be able to use it yet, but... Okay. So it gives me 4 to 5. So you got... Oh, it's just got normal. Okay.
Welcome to... Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davik's a legitimate business. My drift, smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
That's that.
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Okay.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Taris for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh,
Kind of.
You can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Taris isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
Okay.
Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
Will do, thank you. Ah, well. Let's go down here then. Ooh, right. What's this? Vena monitor. Oh, jewel ring. I ain't got a clue. Well, let's save now for propaganda.
Don't you just love watching the Pazak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay, what's he
What do you
got?
want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris? My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazak circuit here on Taris. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands. You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Okay. Hobie's Garok. I'll come back to him. Let's talk to her. What's she
Hi
got?
there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
Oh.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force. I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. We can make this job pretty lonely. That's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things? Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up. That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a ship to the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map. Don't be late. We're starting right after our shift's end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
Well, that sounds like an opportunity. Nick Sith's uniform. Where's the map? Oh.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
No.